You know what else is crazy is
Soup's crazy.
there's a porn place that's going out of business.
Oh.
Yeah. And they're selling everything. Everything must go, it says, Jabes.
Okay.
Everything must go. And
okay.
What's on here is amazing. I'm gonna actually go ahead and read what's on here. There's a 6-foot human hamster wheel.
It's a lot of torture stuff.
It's a lot of. It looks like a giant warehouse that it's in, like a family business, which is nice.
It's a porn studio.
Sure, and it's used
so it's
for
not
porn
toys
shoots
and stuff,
everything
you
else.
guys.
No, there is toys.
Okay, but it's all like props that were used.
Props, toys, everything in porn.
Like hardcore porns.
Yeah.
Gross.
If it's cleaned off, it's proper.
It doesn't look cleaned off.
What do you do with a 6-foot human hamster wheel is my question.
What don't you do?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think. What do you, are you running in it?
Whoever you're dominating is.
So is that
so you make them do that?
I don't want to see anyone run sexually in a human hamster wheel. Mm-hmm. Naked or any of that. Like that's like some like, hey, I've got like a slave in the basement type shit. Mm-hmm. Because they're just getting sweaty. That's running in a human hamster wheel. I would imagine is exhausting.
Right.
Haven't done it again. Want to stress that. Haven't done it.
You're clearly not into any bondage.
No.
Hardcore.
Nope. Never.
Okay.
Never been a thing.
Right.
What about you?
No.
Oh, the way you said that was like, yeah.
I'll give a click to anything. You know what I mean? I'll give a quick click, unless it's like rape type stuff, and like hardcore. Like it really looks like they're actually not having a good time. But I'll give anything a little click-see on the
thing. Sure.
X video.
Yeah, for sure.
So I get where this would come from. I'm not super into it, but
I saw a torture rack though. I did see a torture rack.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Very Braveheart, Mel Gibson-y type of thing.
Yes.
There was also a gynecologist chair.
Yeah, that's a big one too.
That I could see, because it's helping spread the legs, and like that one I can at least understand.
Sure. Sure.
Doctor, patients. Congratulations. That whole thing.
Doctor, patient, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Clean bill of health. Time to give you the dick.
Surgical exam tables.
The surgical exam tables, though, that's a lot for me to get behind. I mean, I guess if you want to inspect, the person, really have a thorough job about it.
Right.
But you can't see the pictures, but it's very old and it looks cold, like very cold metal.
Yeah.
They're
actual exam tables.
Yeah, I did a movie once where I had to be naked on an exam table like this.
Dead or whatever.
Dead. And freezing cold.
Why'd you have to actually
no comfort whatsoever. The guy who was supposed to be naked in the scene, we didn't. Oh boy, this is gonna sound fucked up. We had to stuff a squirrel in his ass. He was uncomfortable with a squirrel being halfway into his ass. No. So originally I was like, all right, fuck it. Because we were getting short on time at the end of the night, and it was FDR American Badass, and I was like, I'll fucking get on the table. We got to get the shot. So I don't care. Just do it. And then last second, so I laid down on the table and I was like, let's get ready to shoot it. Last second, the guy comes up behind me and he's just like, all right, I got the squirrel into my ass. Can we just make this quick, as quick as possible? And I was like, oh yeah. So I had to hop down, and I was in like this haunted hospital, and then I'm laying on this fucking old cold. It looked identical to this gurney, and super uncomfortable. Nothing fun sexually about this whatsoever, unless you're trying to make the person uncomfortable.
Yeah, and that's a lot of what this fetish is making people uncomfortable.
The dental chair, though, I'm having a hard time with, because you really can't maneuver anything on this.
That's just straight up torture time.
Yeah, that's just...
look at the old wheelchair.
There's an old FDR wheelchair from Roosevelt's days.
This is less porny as it goes.
Well,
as it goes through.
With
guys.
the wheelchair, I now understand because Russell Brand was into wheelchair porn and was just like, all right, there is some bondage domination shit where, you know, you're a woman's getting in the wheelchair and then driving over somebody's dick and balls.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a thing.
Sure.
And it's like, whoa, what the wheelchair porn's next level shit that I can't even comprehend.
No, and I have never given that a click-see.
Yeah. There's a fake bank vault.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As it goes down, you're kind of like, okay, now it's just like weird old stuff, like in this dungeon, like weird dungeon stuff, basically.
And the last on this list that made me laugh is there's probably 20, 30 fans and space heaters, which those I get in a proper porn.
Oh, yes.
On set.
Space heaters, lamps.
Yeah, you're going to need proper lighting. You're going to need fans.
Art department.
All that other shit. Yeah. Because it's either too hot or too cold in there.
Right.
And, you got to keep the temp right for the actors. So
sure.
Those I get. The dental chair, I shake my head at. I don't know what you do with the dental chair. At no point during lovemaking in my entire life have I ever said to myself, man, you know what would have really brought this to the next level is if she was in a dental chair.
Right.
And maybe I pulled out one of her teeth.
Right.
Never in my life was I like, oh, great.
Yeah, I don't really get that.
Yeah. Or unless you're going to put them out all together, like, hey.
All the teeth?
No. Put the patient out.
Oh, okay.
Man or woman, I'm using air quotes here for the video show. You can see those air quotes.
Sure.
If you're going to put your significant other, man or woman, you're going to be the dentist. And you're going to put your patient under, have sex with them, and then wake them up back in the chair and be like, hey, you were fucked while you were sleeping.
Sure.
So, sorry about it. And that's part of your thing. Maybe you videotape that, watch it later, and show that to the victim who is unconscious. And now if that's what you're into, boy, there's so much work involved in something like that. I don't, that's just too much time. The hamster wheel, too much time and energy. Like, fuck.
Yeah, it really is such a production with these things and these fetishes. I mean, it's such a ordeal.
Yeah.
It seems like such a long day. I mean, I'm busy.
Yeah.
You?
I don't know anyone else who has this amount of time to just give a quick 10-minute jog on the old hamster wheel.
No, but to make the appointment, the time to meet up in this dungeon and be putting on your latex or whatever, and for hours just be tortured.
Yeah, some of our on the first responders show that we did, the call-in show, one of the first responders called in and said that he had to pull somebody out of a dungeon because they were choking and shit got really fucked up. But
because of sexual stuff.
Oh yeah, and it was here's the crazy thing. It was in a barn. They had a barn behind their house, and their kids were in the other house. And
listen, I mean, I don't fetish shame. Fetish.
Yeah,
shame.
Fetish shame. Sure.
Do your thing. Be safe.
Same.
Have a safe word.
Yep.
I don't care.
Safe word of the day is Montauk.
Yeah. Personally, I just,
can't get down on it.
Yeah, I'm getting uncomfortable.
I know you are.
Talking about porn.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems like such a long time.
It does.
And I'd rather just go eat.
Yeah.
And drink.
Yeah. You like to call it an Olive Garden night. You'd like to call it an Olive Garden.
Yeah, God. And it's just I hate making, as soon as I make plans anyways, I'm regretting it.
Right.
I can't imagine being sure, I'll meet you in the dungeon for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And then being oh, I have that fucking dungeon thing.
Yeah, for 8 hours today.
I have that dungeon thing today. And it's ugh.
Yeah.
Psych yourself up for that.
For the dungeon. Because you got to get prepared mentally and physically for the dungeon.
Mentally, physically.
Spiritually,
you gotta have all your stuff, all your props,
that's
all
right.
your oils,
clean,
and lubes,
sterilized,
clean.
All of it. That's
you've got to be
work.
clean.
Oi.
Oi. I'm busy.